I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Jones. Completes it to Aguilar. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got Smith here. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. Touchdown, Patriots. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. This time, the extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is Jakeem Grant. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
There he goes, right side.
That's right, baby. It's all
and he's
me.
in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
7 yards to pick up there. On second down now, it's Harris, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front. Point after try forthcoming. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when it was to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a first down. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 34. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
2nd and 10. Now Franks. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And they go play action with Franks. They'll roll him out right. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. The Franks looking to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Franks. Escaping the pressure right toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Franks now. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Falcons. Tre'Quan Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. Koo now for the point after. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Jones. This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Franks now on 2nd down. He's going to let it go again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
From the 38, Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Open man, the tight end, Henry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. That's Grant. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down. From the gun, Jones. He finds his man. Complete. It's Grant. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Off play action. Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. So his struggle is just continuing here in the 1st half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now.
And I think the ball's out. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this 1st half will come to an end. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the 2nd half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the 1st half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, this one to Bourne out on the left side. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. On first down, here's Franks. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A big hitter to start the drive, has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Franks. And this one's incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Franks throw here on target to Hurst. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll look to throw again. He's got it complete, Mike Davis. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake, here's Franks. Rolling to his right. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Setting up play action. Franks. That's going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Flushed out right. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Kyle Van Noy. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll try the right side with Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. They hand this off to Harris. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They run for it with Harris, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. 91 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Franks. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
up. But he
trusted his defense. Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, 71 yards. And the Patriots have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Extra point attempt to come here. And this is now a 1-point game.
Makes the score, Falcons 27, Patriots 26.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Here's Davis. He'll try and run some clock. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is Cordero Patterson. Remember, he won a ring with the Pats. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. From the gun, Franks got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Franks being chased out left. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's caught. Smith. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. A first down carry for Davis. And even 100 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Looking to throw. Franks. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, No good, and this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. Little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to...
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire?